Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to get underway today with the preview for the 2022 Congress Ranch Horse Sale. I'm Mike Jennings. My wife Stephanie and I have professional horse services, and we are happy to be able to manage this sale for the Ohio Quarter Horse Association. And we do want to welcome the folks watching on the World Wide Web up there. National Sports Broadcasting is live webcasting this preview. For the folks that can't be here with us, we know we've got some people over on the other side of the ground showing that are going to keep track of it that way. So what we're going to do is try to run these horses as much in lot number order as we can. We do have people that have show conflicts, and some people have multiple horses to ride, so there will be a little mix in that. But I'm going to say something about one thing that's a feature of this sale this year. Our announcer, Mr. Kim Myers, is going to remind you of this a number of times, but for any of the 2-year-olds, the 2020 foals that sell in this sale, they are eligible to come back here next year. You enter the ranch riding futurity for 3-year-olds. If your horse is in the sale, it will be able to run for an extra $10,000 purse. You won't have to win that other class or place in it. If you're the higher place in sale incentive foal, then you're going to be able to go ahead and get a big check. So I want you to play, if you're doing the ranch riding stuff, I want you to pay particular attention to any of the 2-year-olds that are in the sale here, because they can sure help pay for themselves next year. We are ready to get underway. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mr. Kim Myers. He will be your announcer for the weekend here, and we'll show you some nice horses.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Thank goodness we don't have a hurricane here. Anybody have any relatives in Florida or friends that they know about? Yeah, me too, my brother. They're under 3 foot of water. But anyways, thank the Lord we're here. It's a great day. And again, welcome to the 2022 Ranch Horse Sale here at the Congress. We've got some great consigners that brought some really nice horses for your consideration. And we're going to get after it right away. We're going to start off with lot number 1. This is J. Cole Alex Alita. It's a 2018 Bay Gelding by J. Colonel Frostwood, who goes back to Colonel Hot Rodder, and out of a mare called J. Kitty Driftwood. Beautiful Bay Gelding. This horse was foaled in Kansas. He is eligible for the Ranching Heritage Challenge. Very calm disposition. He was started under saddle by Zoe Woodland Performance Horses and spent a semester at the University of Findlay. They have a program there called Send Your Horse to College, and those kids do a great job. He has not been shown, but he's a fine young prospect, ranch cowbred, and has the potential to go in any ranch discipline. J. Colonel Alex Alita. This young lady's done a great job getting him started. He's got the potential to go on and do just about anything you want to. Got a lot of form to function and pretty to look at. Do the ranch halter, do the whole deal. And like I said, he's just a 4-year-old. He's eligible for that Ranch and Heritage Challenge. And the way he's bred and the rhythm and cadence that he carries, he should be able to go on and do whatever he'd like to do. And that is lot number 1, J. Cool Alex Alita. Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate it. Going to go right on into lot number 2, Pine Painted Assets. This is a 2015 Bay Tobiana gelding, APHA, 15 two hands. He's a grandson of investment asset in the top side, invested pine on the bottom side. Well, from his goofy, friendly, and outgoing personality to his loud coloring, Picasso is one of a kind. He has such a gentle disposition and integrity every time you get on his back. Doesn't matter if you're 4 or 74, Picasso will lope as slow as he walks. He does whatever he's been asked of him with a willing attitude. He has been shown, and he's also been used in a roping pen. He's been used for lessons with the kids. He's seen plenty of miles on the trails. I think the note down below is really cool. It says he's perfect size for any rider with bad knees, as he is easy to get on and off, but stocky enough to carry almost any size rider comfortably. Pictures don't do him justice. Again, he's 15 two hands, weighs about 1,300 pounds, solid made gelding with a good foot and good bone, and he's been exposed to all the farm machinery, road traffic, equipment, deer, gunfire, you name it, he's seen it. He's sound and up to date on his teeth, vaccines, coggins, and the health papers. Here he is, lot number 2, Pine Painted Assets. Got a lot of self-carriage when he lopes. What about his color, man? He's pretty. He'll be the highlight of the trail ride on this one. But he should be able to go on and do the ranch stuff, all the ranch riding, versatility ranch horse stuff, big enough, stout enough. And when they got that good bone and that rhythm, it helps out a lot. All right, like I said, that's lot number 2, Pine Painted Assets. That was consigned by Jake Masters. Jake, we sure appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 3 is Maverick. He's consigned by Nebo Valley Farm from here in Ohio, and I'll tell you what, this whole family gets these things really broke. As you can see, he's beautiful silver dapple gray paint gelding. 51 inches tall, 7 years old. He goes down the trail through almost any obstacle without a problem. Goes through the water and the creek, uphill, down banks, no problem at all. You can rope off of him, drag barrels, logs, rope dummy, carry the flag without no problem. He stands to do all the normal things to bathe and clip, good to haul. Cute little turnaround on him. He lopes nice round circles, takes both leads and can stop well. You can also open and close gates off of him, and he's never taken a lame step in the 6 months he was in their program. He also stands good to saddle and well broke to drive. He is 100% safe and sound in every way. Lot 3, Maverick. Cute little pony. And these boys ride these things on the farm everywhere. I mean, these horses have been adapted to anything, all kinds of stuff. Got a really good start of a turnaround. Thank you, young man. Now comes the fun stuff. You want something good and quiet for your children or for your grandchildren that they can go have fun on and be safe and do anything they want to and play everywhere they want to play with anything. Here's one for your consideration. Thank you, young man, very much. I appreciate that. You got any more? Yeah, buddy. Show them all you got there, cowboy. Thank you, sir. Let's give him a big round of applause. How about that? Did a nice job. Thank you very much. Lot number 3, Maverick. Okay, now we'll go to lot number 5. This is Shine Pretty Shine. Here's a 2018 Palomino mare by the great stud Shine Chick Shine, who's by Smart Chick Alita, and out of a mare called Spook Stylin', who's by Gray's Starlight, one of the highest money earning sires in the cow, horse, and the cutting industry. Barbie's a double registered AQHA and APHA mare. She had a year of reining training and is very broke and easy to ride. She'll lope with a nice circle and turns real good. She also has been down the trails and used to push cattle down the road. Barbie's good with traffic, dogs, and stands quietly for the farrier, and she'll lay down and also ride around bridleless. Of course, she ties to the hitching rail real well, or you can put her in the cross ties. If you're looking for one of a kind of a horse that will get you noticed wherever you go, please take a look at her. She's 100% sound and has no vices. Lot 5, Shine Pretty Shine. Gorgeous mare. After you have a lot of fun with her throughout her career, you can also put her in the broodmare band. Like I said, she's by the great stud Shine Chick Shine, and out of a mare that's by Gray's Starlight. Just a real pretty good broke mare with a lot of talent. This boy's done a great job. If you see anything you like, you're more than welcome to give him a round of applause too. About as good as it gets right there. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. That's hip number 5, Shine Pretty Shine. And she does that. That is a real pretty mare. Son, you've done a great job. Thank you. Or did your wife or girlfriend do that, or did you do all the work? Thank you. Okay, we'll go to hip number 6, even though you can't see the number. It's a Sunset Acres Martin, consigned by Daniel Miller, a 2018 black gelding. It's an international draft and sport horse registry. Marvin is a round mound of cuteness. He is an all-around good family horse, broke to ride Western or English. He's also broke to drive. Marvin will also ride bridleless and bareback and is always happy to greet you at the gate. He's been ridden in heavy traffic, on all kinds of trail rides and overnight camping. Our entire family has enjoyed him. He is exactly the right size for either kids or small adults to ride. He'll babysit your beginners no matter what size they are. Also fun for a Sunday afternoon carriage ride. If you're looking to get started in the horses or find a safe and sane mount, Marvin is your man. That's pretty awesome right there. That's called sitting down on a job on purpose. He did good. What about that, ladies and gentlemen? You think about all the experience these horses have had to get them to do that, and I don't know if you're here to buy one to take home to the farm, if you're here to buy one to go to the rodeo and be the attraction for the day, but they're worth a lot of money, and they spend a lot of time to get them to do these tricks, and they got to be great-minded and talented in order to do it, and we need a round of applause because this one's a really good one. Yep, that's right. Beautiful mover, broke to death. You know, I've been fortunate enough to be involved in the rodeo business a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And because we live up here in the Northeast, a lot of the guys from Southwest that do the clown and the specialty acts works at the rodeos come up and stay at our place and when they're on a circuit. And I talk to those guys a lot, and I'll tell you what, to find one as broke as this and do all the tricks that he does, they spend between $25,000 and $50,000, and that's not hard to believe because this horse has a great future, great career, and the guy's done an exceptional job with him. That's lot number 6, Sunset Acres Martin. Daniel Miller, we appreciate it. Thank you. Give him a round of applause. That's a really nice horse, folks. Lot number 7 on your catalog, Two-Eyed Hairpin. This is a 3-year-old gelding by Hairpin Diesel Hancock, who goes back to Gumbo Roney and Hancock B. Blue on the top side. And out of a mare called Eyes So More, she goes back to Mr. Baron Red on her top side. Venture is a nice, big, quiet dude with fancy Bayron color. He's had a good amount of arena work to obstacles and will also go down the trail with ease. He would be a good choice for a ranch horse as well. He also has enough to be a prospect for a team roping horse. He'll meet you at the gate and has a loving, kind, and disposition. He's been rode down the road and is good in traffic. They also did some ranch roping with him. He's suited for the job. He has some hair scraped off on the right side of his neck, but does not hurt him. And he will sell 100% sound with no vices. Two-Eyed Hairpin. Just a 3-year-old. Like I said before, a lot of these gentlemen that consign these horses and bring them here, you know, they spend a lot of time with them at home, get them broke, get them desensitized. And a lot of these horses that are younger started real well. You can go just do about anything you want to with them. They're used to a lot of things. They're always rode outside, on the trails, in the creeks, everywhere else. And you can see that they've done their homework. Very broke. Take him to the basketball court. Do whatever you'd like to do. What about that, huh? Pretty cool. Thank you, sir, very much. I appreciate it. Hip number 7, 2-eyed hairpin. Thank you. Guys did a great job. Next in, if she quits talking, it'll be lot number 8. I'm just kidding. She's talking to Roger Landis. Now you know why. Anyways, this is hip number 8, a Joe Lita. Here's a 2019 Palomino gelding, sired by the great sire Little Joe Cash, who's by New Checks to Cash and goes back to Smart Chickalina and Hollywood Dunnett on the bottom side. He's a maternal brother to Gunna Lita and Lita Spook. He's in training with Brandon Brandt for 18 months. He's always been sound, and he'll have a fresh set of x-rays before the sale. He's a prime pro or non-pro reining prospect. He will be shown in the Congress Reining Futurity by Peyton Deere this year, and this is a unique opportunity to take the reins of a show-ready futurity horse paid up in the NRHA Futurity and the NRBC. Also, I just want to make a note that I've seen in the NRHA Reining magazine the other day that they're adding another $350,000 to the NRBC for next year. So there's a lot of money out there in the reining industry, and here's a young, good 3-year-old that can just take you to the pay window. Watch him go around. You got it. That's right. Peyton, you did a great job. Nice gelding. Looks like he's got a really, really good mind. I know they said in the notes he could be shown in the open and the non-pro. But if there's any non-pros out there that are looking for something sound, solid, and safe, and with a good attitude, right here's your victim. I'll tell you what. Really, really nice gelding. And this is just a 3-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you can imagine what he's going to mature into. Thank you very much, ma'am. That's lot number 8, Joe Lita. How about a round of applause? Now we got hip number 9 coming in. This is KC's Gun Flash. This is a 2016 Sarlo Vero gelding, AQHA and APHA. Stands 15 2 hands. Out of a Son by Colonel Smoking Gun, and Out of a Mare by Smart Chickalina. Classy ranch rider here, that's for sure. A big fancy mover with a lot of eye appeal. Experience with cattle and has professional reining and cutting training. Was ridden by all levels of rider. Was lightly shown, fresh-minded, and ready to go. This horse got a lot of form to function. Really, really pretty. A lot of cadence rhythm when it goes around. Great future. Only a 6-year-old. And double bred. Now we're going to show you it's going to be a non-pro horse also. You know, these horses that are bred like that, especially with her, I mean, she's really, really, he's really, really a pretty gelding. They can go, they can do the shows, they can do the ranch stuff, they can go into the youth high school rodeos or the youth rodeos. They got all the talent in the world. He's bred up the wazoo and just as quiet as can be, and you probably take him go any which direction you'd like to. Alrighty, thank you very much. That's hit number 9, KC's Gun Flash. Thank you, ma'am. Next, we're going to go to lot number 10, Chrome Plated Whiz, signed by Jessica Bunch and Jacob Littlepage. Here's a horse that's by a stud, son of Custom Chrome, and Out of a Mare that's by the great horse Popular Resort Figure. He's absolutely stunning with his long, thick mane that extends to his knees, beautiful red-brown color. Has a huge personality that you'll fall in love with. His 5-year-old stands 15 hands, weighs about 1,100 pounds. He's a barn favorite. Always has everyone laughing with his funny faces while drinking out of the water hose and when you scratch his neck and withers. His nickname is Romeo, and he can execute his reining maneuvers smoothly. Turn fast and correct. Lead changes are smooth and effortless. He's a huge stopper and profiles beautifully in his circles. This gelding is easy to navigate and user-friendly, responds nicely off of your seat and voice commands. He can be maintained for shows easily at home by a non-pro, amateur, or youth. And if you're looking for a cool, safe, and fancy broke horse to hit the trails with or work a ranch, Romeo is great for that as well. He's been shown in ranch shows and stock shows. He's honest and hauls great like an old pro. If you're looking to get into the ranch events, NRHA, ARHA, or like to buy a roping prospect, he's one for you to consider. Great in the show pen and safe out in the woods and down the trail. Again, this is Hip 10, Chrome Plated Whiz, a grandson of Chrome, Custom Chrome on the top, and Popular Resort Figure on the bottom. Lot 10. Really nice 5-year-old gelding. He's got a future ahead of him. Got a lot of handle. Real pretty horse, too. Do the side pass for the trail obstacles, for the ranch riding when you got to do the side pass. Does that pretty easy with a great attitude doing it, which makes your marks go up a lot higher when you're judging. Turn on the forehand that way. Turn on the forehand that way. This horse would suit a youth, an amateur, an open, anybody. Really nice gelding. Thank you very much, ma'am. Lot 10, chrome-plated Whiz. Going to move on to lot number 12 now. This is a Touch ForGab, consigned by Enos Kime. 2015 Sorrel AQHA gelding. He's by a Touch of Sudden on the top side and out of a mare called Gab's Hot Chocolate on the bottom side, who goes back to Zippo Pine Bar and Zip Chocolate Chip. Very pretty sorrel gelding that's been shown in ranch riding and trail road all over. He'll go up and down steep hills with ease, goes through the water, down the road, been used on the farm to pony colts and been a pasture roped off of, and a pleasure to be around. He's good with tarps, flags, and obstacles, has a nice smooth lope and a great long trot for ranch classes. He's handy neck rein and side passes, and he sells sound with no vices. 15 hands. A Touch ForGab. Nice 7-year-old gelding. He's lopes around there with a lot of self-carriage, keeps the center of his back up, which is very, very important now in all the classes, not just the ranch riding or anything else, but they got to have that self-carriage and that rhythm. Got a lot of form to function. That's why he can trot so well. Does the side pass. Like he showed you, not scared of a tarp or anything, so you got that for the trail challenge events if you're interested in those. Got a great mind, lots of trainability. And that's hip number 12, a Touch ForGab. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it. Appreciate you bringing us a nice horse. Here's lot number 13, Illuminating Diamond. This horse is consigned by Jake Masters. This is a 2014 Grula gelding, AQHA gelding, 15 hands. He's by Skippin' King Sonny and out of a mare called Weaver's Diamond Docks. He's a kind horse that will get you noticed wherever you take him. He's deep-bodied. He's just good on the inside as he is on the outside. Very willing attitude, great work ethic. They used him on the ranch to gather bulls and have seen a lot of country from East Coast to West Coast. He's done both blue and white collar work ranching for a living for 5 days. He's being stalled and being ridden in the arena. He's been trail ridden by kids as young as 5 years old. Owning this gelding for the last year has been a pleasure, they said. And if you're looking for a horse to enjoy and ride in the arena, down the trail, and have a companion, look no further. Has a nice walk, a nice trot and lope, on a slack rein, or he'll supple up and look just as pretty. Sure-footed, carefully placing his feet to take care of his rider in any situation, which is very important out on the ranch, that's for sure. Been ridden in metro parks with runners, strollers, dogs, traffic, and handles it all in stride. Stands quiet on a tie line, cross ties, ground ties, quiet as a church mouse on a trailer. He's been in both a stall environment and turned out in pasture, and he has no bad habits. Really nice gelding here. 2014, he'd be an 8-year-old gelding. Lot 13. You know, the other thing, ladies and gentlemen, these horses are not in a sale ring every day. Not inside a building, not with a crowd. And every one of these horses that came in here, just like this one here, came in with a great attitude, not scared, not spooked. So these horses got a future to do just about anything you want to do with them. Got a good start in his turnarounds. Lopes around there real good. Again, it has a lot of self-carriage to him, which is a big important thing in the ranch ride, especially when you do the rail work. Jake, thank you very much. Lot number 13, Illuminating Diamond. Okay, now we're going to go to lot number 14, Ariat, FQH Garnet. It's quarter horse, 2020 Bay Rhone gelding out of FQH McCloven. I'm sorry, by FQH McCloven and out of FQH Ruby. Ariat's such a cool 2-year-old with a very bright future. His size and good bone, he should mature around 15-2 hands. He's got a sweet personality, loves attention, easy to handle, picks up his feet with ease, and loves to be groomed and played with. He had lots of groundwork and a lot of desensitizing as a yearling, and will have approximately 75 days of riding by this time. And great mover, make a nice ranch, trail, or English horse. He's been ponied on trails, been exposed to all the bicycles, buggies, cars, four-wheelers, etc. 100% sound and no vices. And you also want to remember this horse is eligible for the $10,000 sale incentive for the ranch riding prospects next year in the ranch riding fraternity. Just the 2-year-old. This young man brought us a lot of nice horses last year, and every one of them went home with a smile on their face. I mean, the people that got them, you know, they were really happy. They were exactly what they said they were. Good attitude, good-minded. Once again, form to function. Pretty enough to go into the ranch halter if you want to go that route. Obviously, he looks real good carrying our great American flag. Now we know who does all the work. Definitely desensitized the proper way. Clinton Anderson has nothing on you, my friend. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Pretty nice horse, huh? Done a great job. Thank you. Lot 14, FQH Garnet. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Next in is lot number 15. This is Art. It's consigned by Nebo Valley Farm. He's a well-broke 5-year-old Blue Rhone, 14-hand Mustang mare. Art's been on our farm for over 2.5 years. She'll do a nice lead departure, moves off your leg, and responds to your seat. She has a solid stop with a nice little turnaround. She isn't scared of tarps or whips or dogs or cows. You can rope off of her. She drags the logs. Cool little Mustang is stout enough for real work days, but is more than happy to go slow and quiet. She'll go over obstacles, has great ground maneuvers, and is nice and respectful to groom and pick up her feet. She lies down on cue, and she's been a great pleasure for them to own and have around the farm. And as I said, she is trained and presented by John from Nebo Valley Farm. And these boys work hard, and they do a great job, and they put these horses in all kinds of situations. So for sure, when you get home, you'll have one that's seen it all and done it all. Just a 5-year-old. Yeah, all these boys, I just talked to this young man back here, and all these boys do all this stuff themselves on their own little ponies or horses they have. They do a great job. Spend a lot of time, get all the fundamentals down. You know, it's great to have one spin a +1.5 in the reining, but you got to start them correctly and start them slow. And as you can see, he's doing a great job at that. Once again, you want something for your son or daughter to take on with the future, to go to the youth rodeo events or whatever you want to do in that line of work. I mean, this one's stout enough to be able to do it all. It is a Mustang, that's correct, yes. It is a full-fledged Mustang, that's correct. John, thank you very much. You did a great job, buddy. You should be proud. Okay, now we're going to go to hip number 19. This is KR I'd Watch Blue Boy. This is consigned by Todd Hollings, 2014 Blue Rhone gelding, 15-2 hands, by R.W. Dardanang, and out of Miss I.D. Rhone. As the saying goes, you're my Blue. Blue's an 8-year-old registered AQHA gelding, 100% sound in every way. He's nice bone and great conformation. You'll not find more willing partner. If you want a trail ride, he will go anywhere you point his head. When you get to the river, creek, or lake, or ocean, there will be no hesitation on his part. He's going through it all. As far as the trails go, we have not found an obstacle he will refuse. Also, he's traffic safe. If you want to ride him down to town and tie him up outside your favorite restaurant, he will be patiently waiting for you when you come back. And he has great stable manners, stands patiently to be saddled, and very easy to bridle. He is one of the cleanest horses in his stall and gets along great with his pasture mates. Again, this 2014 Blue Rhone gelding, KR I'd Watch Blue Boy. And you'd have to say he's kid broke and kid safe. How about it? Thank you, young man. We appreciate it. Lot number 19, KR I'd Watch Blue Boy. Appreciate it. Well, they'll just let anybody in the building. I can see that. Here's a little special item right here. This is hip number 33, Moonlights Dream. This is a 2020 sorrel mare by the great stud Magnum Chick Dream and out of the great mare Lazy Lopin' Moonlight. Lazy Lopin' Moonlight is by Zippo, or I'm sorry, out of Zippo by Moonlight, who is a Hall of Fame mare. This filly is eligible for the ranch futurity next year and also the 10,000 added from the sale. John got her broke, and then she's been at Sean Flair's, John? John, is that right? She's been at Sean Flair's for what, the last 30 days, you say? Since March, okay. Again, John started her, and then she was at Sean's. She shows great potential in any career direction, and she's got to be the breeding to go on and be a great, great brood mare. Of course, her daddy, Magnum Chick Dream, he's an $8 million sire. He's sired winners of the NRHA Derby, the NRHA Futurity, the NRAPC, and like I said, this mare's grandmother is in the Hall of Fame, and she was a great mare. Great-minded, got a lot of talent. I know she was started by John, so she was started right. Him and I go back a long way. There's some things I'll tell you about, and there's some things I won't, but anyways, he's a great hand. Real pretty filly. Neatest part about these horses, I mean, she's got the Lazy Loper on the bottom side and the Zippo by Moonlight, but she's also got the Magnum Chick on the top side, so you can take her and do any event you want to. She's got, yes, that's right, best of all worlds. She's got the form to function and the cadence and rhythm, and she's only a 2-year-old. And she's pretty. Yeah, that's another thing. I already said this, but again, she's eligible for that 10,000 out of the incentive fund for next year for the ranch futurity, and she has to be a sale graduate. That's correct. Really nice filly, John. Appreciate it very much. How about a round of applause? You're not going to find one bred like this, by the way, every once in a while. They only come on so often. Okay, now we're going to hip number 17, Karissa Bogun, consigned by Michael Cole. This is a 2016 sorrel gelding by MJG Cattleman's Gun and out of Karissa Bo Luther. And by the way, this is a grandson of Colonel Smoking Gun on the top side. A loud colored gelding, 6-year-old, stands 14-3 hands and a trained reiner. He's a perfect prospect for the ranch riding. He's safe for the entire family to enjoy. You can take him to the horse show or stand out going down the trails. Crosses the logs, been through a lot of the ditches. He has no vices. He is not deaf, and he stays gentle with time off, and he will suit any level rider. And you can see in the catalog there a picture of him stopping. Very, very talented horse. Just a 6-year-old and a grandson of Gunner. Real pretty gelding, too. You know, and he's got a lot of reining bred behind him, but you know, these horses make great, again, all-around youth horses as far as the rodeo events or the local rodeos around home where they got a breakaway roping, and you could do the barrel racing. I mean, they got the talent to do it all. When they got that handle on them, it's a lot easier to make a good barrel horse out of them than ones that don't have that form to function on them. So this is a really nice gelding. Pretty nice horse, huh? What do you think? Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it very, very much. Lot 17, Karissa Bogun. Thank you, sir. I apologize, Mitchell. Sorry. But tell Michael I said hello. Hip number 18, this is Lincoln, consigned by Vernon Miller. 2019 Bay Gelding. He's a Clydesdale and he's 17 hands. He's by Armageddon's Lord Leviticus and out of Sweet Lily of Glencoe. He's a young, sweet-tempered Clydesdale gelding. At 3 years old, he's 17 hands, like I said. They own an exotic animal safari park, and he's been used in both the wagon as well as in the riding arena. Seen many types of animals, including scary camels and llamas. In the riding area, we've used him to give rides. We led him, of course, to all sorts of beginners and kids. He loves attention from the kids. He'll pick up at the leads, and he's learning to give the leg pressure. Does a few tricks, and has learned to lay down on cue. We definitely see him as a versatile rider carriage horse. Stands for shoeing, loads and trailer, respectful in the barn, and is good with other horses. I don't know if you lived close to a big city, but if you ever see them horses that are pulling them carts making a lot of money carrying people to restaurants, here's one that could do it right here. Really nice Clydesdale. These kind are hard to find, and you get the opportunity to get one unique individual and be able to do a lot of things with him. He's got a good start on him with the side pass, lope departures. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? How about that? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Hip number 18, Lincoln. Thank you. Lot number 20, Dynamic Blue Smoke. This is consigned by Loretta Weber. This is a 2016 Grula Dun Mare, APHA, IBHA, PTHA bred, 15 hands. You'll notice with this head turner, beautiful long thick mane and forelock, with a big jagged snip, Dun factor ear tips, zebra striping, and travels shoulder strip. Blue was professionally started by reigning trainer Jason Charles, who I happen to know personally. He does a great job. And he's had her for 9 months and over a 2-year period. He's well started for the ranch versatility, Western dressage and trail. You need something? Just kidding. Started in the trail, works the gates, crosses water. You can swing a rope off of her, and she can work numerous trail challenge obstacles. He'll ride in a herd of sheep. Very handy, hauls, ties, bays, stands for the farrier and vet. Sound and no vices and gets along well with other horses. 2016 Grula Dun Mare, Dynamic Blue Smoke. The young man has spent a lot of time training this horse. Like she said in the footnotes, he does a lot of the trail challenge events all across the East Coast and down in the Southeast. Does a very good job, very successful. Got a really good start on this horse. Got him broke to just about anything. Side passes real well. And like I said, she's APHA, IBHA, and PTHA bred. Yes, and this morning in the demonstration out there, we did the cattle work. She worked the gate real well, went through the herd of cattle real quiet. Got a lot of possibilities and a lot of future. And that's hip number 20, Dynamic Blue Smoke. Loretta, we thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay, now we're going to lot number 21, Shining Chick. This horse consigned by Jessica Bunch and Jacob Littlepage. This is a 2011 Palomino mare, 14 two hands. Granddaughter on the top side of the great horse Shining Spark, and granddaughter on the bottom side of the great horse Smart Chickalina. Her resume is 100 miles long, as she's been everywhere and done everything. She spent the first part of her life working 30-plus hours a week in the stockyards and roping and doctoring cattle in the feed yards. She's been in the family for the past 4 years. We used her in our feed yard to rope and doctor and drag, and she'll cut a cow with little or no help and work the flag with ease. Has put time in the sorting pen. She's highly skilled in all types of ranch work. Steady trail mount, does real well out on the trails. So across all the obstacles, either God or man-made. She gives lessons to kids anywhere from 9 to 12 years old for the past 3 months and been the perfect lady. Sugar bays, loads, unloads, clips, stands for the farrier with perfection. Can sit in the field for 6 months. If you aren't able to ride her, and you can bring her back out and she'll ride off just perfectly. She's 100% sound in every way and has no vices. And she was in the demonstration this morning down there in the cattle, and you can see her. And from the picture here on the catalog, she also sits down. Lot 21, Shining Chick. Once you're done with a riding career, you got yourself a great, great factory, that's for sure, the way she's bred. We talk about form to function and rhythm and cadence. That's why she can lope around here like in a teacup. She's just built to do it. Looks like one you can take home and anybody can ride her and have a lot of fun with. Again, this is lot number 21, Shine and Chick. You can take her and go showing her just about any ranch event you want to. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it. All right, next lot in is lot number 22. He's a Satin Ego. This is a 2018 Palomino Gelding Appaloosa. Sired by Suchan Ego and out of Satin Collection. Stretch gets his name honestly. Although you may need to stretch before climbing up on his 17-hand frame, once you're up there, it's certainly worth the climb. From his goofy, friendly, and outgoing personality to his unique Palomino blanket picture, Stretch is one of a kind. He's such a gentle disposition and integrity, or has a lot of integrity, and he's an absolute babysitter. Solid made gelding with good foot and bone. He's been exposed to all farm machinery, equipment, road traffic, gunfire, deer, and cattle. And he has all the buttons, side pass, turnaround, leg yield, but just as easily point and go. Would be great for a novice rider.
Now, I'm going to correct you, but his sire is Such an Ego, owned by Hall of Fame football player Terry Bradshaw now. And this colt was bred by one of the top Appaloosa breeders in the United States. So he's a very, very well-bred horse. And like I said, and Terry Bradshaw's got his daddy, so he always got a little extra bragging right there.
He's a funny man. Do you ever get a chance to meet him?
Briefly one time.
He is a funny man.
Yeah, he is.
And he's got some great horses. Like I said, it's just a 4-year-old, got a lot of future. Once again, you can see the form to function. You can see how he lopes around there with ease, trots around. Good color. Got the start of a good side pass. You go into the ranch riding, versatility classes, they got to be able to do all that, as you all well know. This horse has got a great future. Again, that's lot number 22. He's a Satin Ego. We thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate it. Next in is hip number 23, Streakin' Somewhere. He's consigned by Steve Hildebrand. He's a 2019 brown gelding, 15-2 hand. He's by the horse French Streak to Vegas, and he's out of a mare called On Some Beach Somewhere. Turbo's a big fluid mover who loves attention. He has the ability to be a ranch trail, ranch ride, and also a ranch pleasure horse at the highest level. His movement will surely catch the attention of every judge. He's easy to teach, easy to learn. Not finished, but well on his way. He started in his training and ran training in June of 2022. Just a 3-year-old with a lot of future and a lot of talent. Lot 23, streaking somewhere. A little shy here and there, but that's only because he's never been a place like this before, right? You know, some are a little greener than others, some been to town more than others, but you got to look at the form to function and what can this horse do in the future. Here's just a 3-year-old that's got quite a career ahead of him. And again, that's lot 23, streaking somewhere, consigned by Steve Hildebrand. We appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. Next in is lot number 24, DDD, Star of Jupiter. 2018 Donalino gelding, AQHA, 14-3 hands, and he comes with 2 riders, not just one. He's by Busy Blazing N, out of a mare called WC Miss Allie Star Ray. Very unique colored individual and is broke for any level of rider and is ready to go to any discipline you might want to do. Been a pleasure to have this sweet guy in our training program for the last 14 months, and he's been there and done that. We've had him on a 3-day wagon train. He ties on a high line, trail rides very nicely, has been on state roads, and there's no truck big enough to scare him. He also started on the head side and tracked and roped a few steers. 3 beautiful gaits, has nice lead departures and will ride collected or on a loose rein, and he started on flying lead changes. He's a pleasure to have in the barn. He's had great stall manners and is handled by kids daily. He's always been 100% sound and has no vices. He's consigned by Ray Raber. And Ray's had some horses here last year, got several here this year, and again, these kids ride them all over the place, so they definitely been desensitized and got a great future. Like I said, he goes back to Bueno Checks on the top side and Colonel Freckles also, and then on the bottom side, he goes back to Doc's Jack Frost. So he's bred really well to do a lot of different stuff, especially the ranch stuff and the reining stuff, cattle stuff. You know, those turns got to be correct before they're fast. We all know that, and he's very correct, that's for sure. Well, I used to do that, but not on purpose. Anyways, thank you, ma'am. That's lot 24, DDD Star of Jupiter. We appreciate it. How about a nice hand? All right, next horse in is lot number 25, Texas Bueno Bunny. Here's a 2021 Red Rhone mare. She is a granddaughter of the great Pepto-Bismol on the top side and a granddaughter of the great Bueno Chex Willie on the bottom side, who goes back to Bueno Chex and Doc's Prescription. This is a total sweetheart with a royal performance pedigree, as I just announced. Been hauled extensively, including spending a Manners month with Claudia Leutz at Triple L of Sylvania in southeast Georgia. This filly is friendly, she knows her manners, is an overall joy to handle. Her sire, Yellow Run of Texas, whose progeny earnings now exceed over $700,000 in the cow horse, the cutting, the reining, and beyond. And of course, as I said, is son of Pepto-Bismol and is the latest breeding grandson of Doc Bar. This filly's dam is Fritz Prescription. She's got a performance in ROM in the reining and is an NRHA money earner. She's the daughter of the NRCHA maturity champion Bueno Chex Willie and a granddaughter of the NCHA legend Doc's Prescription. Lovely filly, comfortable, correct. It's a 5-panel NNVIA parentage and will have current radiographs on file for review. She's 100% up to date on all care and has never been injured. She is the full package show prospect with breed-worthy genetics and a kind temperament. And they are very proud that they had the opportunity to raise her. Lot 25, Texas Bueno Bunny. Just a yearling. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, now we go to lot 26, SD Shining Check, consigned by Daniel Miller. This is a 2019 Palomino gelding, 14 hands. A great-grandson of Shine and Spark on the top side, and Hollywood Done It also, and a great-grandson of Wimpy's Little Step on the bottom side. They found him to be gentle, beautiful, and a fun-to-ride gelding. He's 3 years old and ready to start his career. He's had reining training. He'd be suitable for a non-pro or even a 4-H in reining or ranch riding. Could be a good-looking trail companion. Big stopper, nice spins, super athletic, and very fun to ride. He's been ridden on trails, crosses water, logs, and other obstacles. As you can see, he's broke to the whip. He pays and stands for the farrier. He's up to date on all the shots and worming. There are a lot of possibilities for this young horse. Watch him go around. Lot 26. You want something that's a lot of fun and you can do a lot of different events with, he's showing you that right now. Good-minded, quiet, lots of talent, lots of trainability. And he is a big stopper. It's hard to stop in this ground here, and he stopped real well. And he's only a 3-year-old. Just in case you want to take a break out on the trail, we're going to show you what we do. What do you think of that, ladies and gentlemen? Huh? Pretty cool. There you go. Thank you, sir. How about it? You want to have fun with one? There's one to consider right there. And again, that's lot 26, XT Shine and Check. You buy one like this, it's your job to go with his future. He's got a lot of talent. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it. What y'all think of that? Okay, now we're going to go to lot 27. This is Rock Me Mama, consigned by Todd Hollings. This is a 2018 Blue Rhone mare, stands 15-2 hands. She's by a horse called The Rock, who is by a great horse, R.L. Best of Sudden, and she's out of a Protect Your Assets bred mare called My Asset is Safe. This gorgeous mare has the moves and disposition to make a great ranch riding horse. She's great to be around in the barn and off the farm. She loads, clips, and has great general all-around manners. Been trail ridden all over Virginia, and with her breeding and looks, she will also make a great addition to your brood mare lineup. 4-year-old mare, again, by The Rock, and out of My Asset is Safe. Here's another one that has a lot of self-carriage. You can see her picking up the center of her back when she goes to lope. That's why their front legs look so good when they lope out through there. Got that rhythm and cadence to go with it. Take this mare and continue on with the training. You probably have something you can take out and do all the type of ranch events you'd like to, plus do the trails and everything else. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Lot 27, Rock Me Mama. If somebody get those young kids to quit playing on that bleachers until we're done here, we'd sure appreciate it. Okay, we're going to go to hip number 28. This is Tari. Again, this is consigned by Nebo Valley Farms out of Ohio. It's a 2015 black and white paint mare, standing 51 inches tall. She's very broke. She rides and drives. She goes down the trail and through the creeks and over the logs. Got a really nice handle in the arena. Very good turnaround, quiet enough for small children, and you can hitch her to a cart and go to the store. As you've seen, she doesn't mind whips. She'd been ridden with the cows and the dogs and the fields and everywhere else. She's fine to go out alone. She'll lie down. She'll side pass to a gate and open and close it. They owned her for about a year, and she's been fun to have around. And again, like I told you before, all these boys do all this work themselves. So when they're done riding, you really need to give them a round of applause because they are committed to doing a great job. I don't know how big the Youth Rodeo Association is here in Ohio or where you're from, but over in Pennsylvania, it is huge. And them little kids that want to start out and go in the walk, trot, pole bending, and barrels, and even do the breakaway roping where they don't have to do any more than just trot. I mean, these ponies are worth a fortune, especially when they get to start like these boys do. They've seen it all. They've done it all. They're good-minded. They're good movers, and they got brains between the ears, and that's what we're looking for. As I said, these boys teach these horses and ponies to do everything. How about that? Thank you, young man. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. You did a great job. All right, folks, we're going to go to lot number 29, and I want to tell you ahead of time, you need to close your ears about halfway through. You'll be surprised. This is a 2018 Bay Gelding, DSHR pending. He's by Doval's Buck Duke and out of a mare called Bell. That's what I was talking about right there. He's safe, gentle, one-of-a-kind, gentle giant. He's a draft cross, 17 two-hand bay. He's seen lots of trail miles. He's safe for anyone to ride. Broke to drive as well. He's been ridden and driven through heavy traffic in town, and he's not bothered by anything. You notice who was carrying the gun, by the way. He'll go through creeks, cross logs, any obstacle, picks up the feet, loads nicely, and is bomb-proof. He's not bothered by the crack of a whip or gunshots, as you can see, and he's got 3 smooth gates. No hills too steep to climb, and he'll take every challenge that you give him. He's also very, very safe with kids, and he's 100% traffic safe and sound. He's consigned by Marcus, and Marcus has brought several horses here, and exactly what he tells you is exactly what they are. These things are broke. This one, as you can see, is really big and stout. I mean, you could go have a lot of fun pulling a lot of things with this one, doing a lot of different stuff out on the trails. Probably move some trees if you want to. But he's really broken and really acclimated to a lot of stuff. You're more than welcome to tell him what you think right now, people. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Marcus. That's hip number 29, and MW's Big Mac. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Lot 29, MW's Big Mac. All right, we're going to go to lot number 30 right now. This is Plenty Tough Wrangler, consigned by Monroe Miller. He's a 2020 black gelding, AQHA 15-1 hands. He's by Rocket Blue Wrangler and out of a mare called Hairpin Yogo Gem. He's a fine example of an ideal ranch horse. He's had a fair amount of arena work to trails and obstacles. Big enough to rope off of, pulls big strong cattle, be nice enough to make fancy trail horse, easy to catch in the pasture, and a willing attitude. He's had about 60 days of riding and is doing very good. We did some ranch roping on him. He's very quiet around cattle. We ride him on the road as he's, like I said, he's good in traffic. He'll ride out by himself in the woods, on the road, obstacles, or anywhere you want to go. He has a very kind disposition, and he has a small scratch on his left hind ankle, but he will sell 100% sound and no vices. 2-year-old, and also he is eligible for the $10,000 sale and incentive fund for the ranch riding fraternity next year here at the All-American Quarter Horse Congress. 2-year-old. As you can see, he's got him really good desensitized. You can always tell the ones that had a lot of confident upbringing when they did the training on these young horses. The horse is really good-minded, carries himself real well. Just looked like he relies on his partner up in that saddle all the time. Really cool. You know, I really liked him till it bothered him so bad. Good job. And obviously you can ride him around bridleless. Really a nice gelding. And it's a 2-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. How about a nice hand for that one? Good, quiet. Now we're going to lot number 31, R.A. Cash Made Me. This is consigned by Jake Masters. A 2018 gray gelding, 14-3 hands. A great-grandson of New Cash on the top, and a great-grandson of Scott Starlight on the bottom. He's a deep-bodied 4-year-old gelding with a mentality of twice his age. Type of colt that checks the most important boxes, which is safety, disposition, athleticism, and personality. We've asked Elliot to do a little bit of anything and everything. He's been started on the calf rope and sled, on the head and heel side, been used out in the wheat pasture, trail riding, been everywhere. He rides off your seat. You can lay him off for 45 days and he doesn't forget anything you taught him. He's been hauled around the rope and pen, went to different state parks on trail rides, and ridden in the brush. So ride him down the ranch or on the trail, take him to a ranch horse show. He's versatile enough to work a cow and gentle and relax in the woods. Here's a nice 4-year-old gelding, and again, like I said, he's a great-grandson of New Cash on the top and a Scott Starlight on the bottom. Just a 4-year-old. As I said, here's a nice quiet gelding, just a 4-year-old. Got a lot of talent. Looks like he started real well. Got a future to go any which direction you want to go as far as the ranch goes, and trail riding or showing in the show pen. All right, he just told me that they used him out in Texas in the wheat pastures. He's been good out there, but he does not recommend him for a kid's horse. He just wanted you to know that. And we appreciate the honesty, and that's why these people come back to buy and why these consigners come back to sell. We appreciate that. But you can see this horse has got a lot of future in him. Thank you, sir. That's lot 31, R.A. Cash Made Me. Jake, appreciate it. This is lot number 32, Carmel. This is a 2018 Haflinger Pony Cross, 13 hands, with a bunny or a bear. 4 years old, but he's seen a lot in his time. Again, they own an exotic animal park and petting zoo, and he's been worked all kinds of animals. Been on camping trips and on trail rides with big groups of horses. He'll happily ride out by himself, and he's been around a lot of traffic. He neck reins, moves off of leg pressure, and has a nice stop. He does a few tricks and a lay down for mounting and dismounting, and he's also broke to drive. Loads well, hauls well. He's just a nice, fun mount for your family. Pretty cute little horse. As you can see, you can go anywhere through him, under him, over him. The bear doesn't look real happy, but anyways, the horse does. This horse is consigned by Vernon Miller, and these horses, when they bring them, I mean, they're broke. They can do just about anything. This is just a 4-year-old. Like I said, you can go under, over, in between, get on, get off any way you want to.
I haven't been around a lot of halflingers in my life. I've always thought they were pretty cool, but I had a chance to judge a quarter horse show in Switzerland in 1995, and part of the deal was that I would judge an open show the next day, and they had a number of Western classes like Western Pleasure and Reign, and they had a thing that was kind of a mixed class with a bunch of maneuvers out of the various classes, and a Portuguese bullfight, and the horse won that. But in the Western Pleasure, my winner was a halflinger, and it beat out some really good quarter horses and paints, and I've had a lot of appreciation for him since that time. So I think here's one you can have a lot of fun with.
What'd you think of that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm telling you what, these are worth a lot of money. You take them and buy them and put them on the rodeos, the entertainment, they are worth a lot of money. And they've done a great job getting broke. A lot of fun right there. Look at that. Well, thank you very much, sir. That's lot number 32, Carmel. How about a nice round of applause? We're going to go down to lot number 34. This is gelding called Guns and Whizzes. It's a 2017 Bay gelding. Grandson of Topsail Whiz on the top side and a grandson of Gunner on the bottom side. You talk about one being bred. Wow. This is a really broke gelding. An out of a money earning daughter of Gunner. He's a finished trainer that's been shown successfully in AQHA ranch riding and is safe enough for the entire family. He's been trail rode in the mountains of Colorado and used on a yearling operation, cattle operation. He's one that's done it all in a short time and has entire life ahead of him. Not every day you'll find one like him available. 2 blue eyes, 4 white legs, He will get you notice, and he does sell 100% sound. Again, it's a 2017 Bay Geldon. He's a 5-year-old. Top sale wheels on the top side, gunner on the bottom side. Lot 34. Yeah, and there are x-rays on him too. You're more than welcome to look at. Yeah, if you see the seller, Mitchell, you'll be able to see the x-rays. Once again, you're looking for something that's bred to go do the ranch riding, ranch trail, the VRH classes. Here's one to consider. Pretty geldon. Got a lot of handle, turns around really cool. Broke, do about anything you want to do with him, people. Mitchell, thank you so much. Lot 34, Guns and Whizzes. Thank you. Now we go to lot 35, Tivio Dusty Dance, consigned by Casey Pierce. This is a 2011 Dun mare, 15-1 hands, by Buck-Eyed Baron and out of Buenos Tivio. Goes back to Poco Tivio. Of course, Buck-Eyed Baron goes back to Mr. Baron Red. This young lady broke this horse as a 2-year-old, and it's been in her barn with good clients most of her life. She was very easy to break and a rock star in the trails from day one. Her resume includes team penning, local open shows, fairs and state fairs, as well as obstacle challenges. She's had 1 foal and an excellent mother. 4-panel NN GBED carrier. She's nice to handle and easy to ride. No holes at all in her. Use her anywhere with any type of rider. And she's very well mannered in the stall and out in the pasture. You know, the ranch riding classes have grown like crazy, as we all know. The VRH classes have grown like crazy. You want to know why? Because they're fun. Everybody has fun with them. Same way with the trail challenges and the rein-ins and all those kind of fun events. And not taking anything away from any of the other events, but here's a horse you can go do just all those fun things with. Like we said, she's already been in local open shows, fairs and state fairs. She's done the team penning. Probably could go do the sorting. Just a nice all-around horse, 11-year-old mare. And she's already been a factory, so you know that all works. And definitely kid broke. Yeah, she said she's never been to a sale ring before. Well, I can imagine that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's lot number 35, Tivio Dusty Dance. Now we got lot number 36. This is Monty. consigned by David Schillebach. It's a 2016 Palomino grade gelding, quarter horse, 15 hands. He turns, he side passes, he works cattle, he ropes and drags calves. Trail rides alone, gets along with the other horses, crosses creeks and logs, clips and loads well. He also drives a calm horse that is not easily excited. Traffic, safe, and sound. Once again, we talk about these horses that come here that have that good foundation on them from these guys riding them and getting them broke to do everything. Obviously, you can drag your recyclables out to the end of the driveway and put them in the garbage box without having to start the golf cart. Use it for the ranch riding, go on the trails. Pretty nice all around gelding. I'm sorry. Yes, gelding. You know, and here's another one. I mean, we've had quite a few of these in here. Here's another gelding that's got just a lot of talent. Started to do a lot of things. Got a cute little start of a turnaround on him. Lopes both ways. Has some good rhythm and cadence. Looks like he's got a really good mind. Just could go on and do a lot of things. Nice horse. Thank you very much, young man. Lot 36, Monty. All right, next in is lot number 39. This is Reba. This is consigned by Nebo Valley Farm again from out here in Ohio. The 5-year-old bay Mustang mare, 14 one hands. Very well broke in the arena and out on the trail. Rides well in one hand and does a complete reining pattern. She goes out on trails and through obstacles, creeks, roads, pulling a dummy and cracking the whip. She's been ridden by multiple riders. She also lies down on a cue and sits up like a puppy. She's trained and fitted by JR from Nebo Valley Farm. She rides bareback, bridleless if you'd like, and they've had her for 2 years and have had a lot of fun. As I said before, they come from this farm. They are definitely broke and desensitized to a lot of things. They've seen it all. Again, this is a Mustang mare. See, she's got a really good start to a good, correct turnaround. These boys do their homework, I'll tell you. How about that lead change? Just a real talented horse. Broken ready to continue on to take it anywhere you want to go. The ranch riding or even versatility class, whatever you want to do. Thank you very much, sir. That's hip 39, that's Reba. We appreciate it. Thank you. Did a good job, buddy. Next in is lot number 38, Eternal Shining Spark, consigned by Loretta Weaver, a 2007 buckskin mare, AQHA and IBHA. She's 15 hands. On the top side, she's a granddaughter of Shining Spark. On the bottom side, she's a granddaughter of Sutter's Best. She's IBHA registered pending, beautiful dark gold buckskin, New Jersey bred. She's a ground covering forward mover and has nice suspension. She would excel in Western dressage and ranch competitions. Well started and trail ridden up to 5 years old, and then she was used for 10 years while her owner was involved. Another young horse was unused for 10 years while her owner was involved with other young horses in riding and competing. The owner has started working her again. Presently, she is refreshing her skills. She's had a very nice, attentive expression with negotiating obstacles. She was recently reserve champion in her first ever schooling show. That's the ranch. And she can move laterally, works gates, crosses water. You can swing a rope off of her. Will work numerous trail challenge obstacles. She is sound and has no vices and goes barefoot. This young lady has brought us horses both last year and this year, and everything she's brought is exactly what she says it is. They're good-minded. They've had a lot of time on the ground and a lot of time in the saddle. She does a lot of the trail challenge obstacles, and they're pretty scary and spooky, so she's kind of been through it all. Really good at doing her lateral trots. Loops off real good. Like I said, she's a granddaughter of Shining Spark on the top side. So if you ever decide you want to breed her, you got the license to go there. Just a good all-around mare that you can go and take and do a lot of stuff with. Thank you, Loretta. That's lot number 38, Eternal Shining Spark. Now we're going to go to lot number 40. This is Lynx 2 Starlight, consigned by Quintana Garcia. This is a 2019 sorrel gelding, who is a grandson of the great horse Grace Starlight on the top and a grandson of the great horse Rowdy Yankee on the bottom. This gelding was the 2021 Reserve World Champion in-hand trail horse. Got points in ARHA boxing, ranch, roping, conformation, riding, and trail. He will excel in any program with any level rider. Of course, with the pedigree that I mentioned, he's got the papers for a very, very bright future. He's been in the show pen inside and out, moving cattle, sorting pairs, and trail ridden through everything. Great work ethic, and will go all day long. Really seasoned and a nice horse. 3-year-old gelding, grandson of Grace Starlight and Rowdy Yankee. Links to Starlight. You can see he's got a really, really bright future. I know he's got some points already in the box and the ranch roping and the trail, but he's got a really, really bright future to go just about any direction you want to. Great-minded. Extend out. Very nice, ma'am. Thank you very much. That's lot number 40, Links to Starlight. Okay, we're going to go to lot number 42, Rockin' W. Barbie Girl. This is consigned by Brad Wessel. Here's a 2014 AQHA mare. She stands about 14 hands. She's a granddaughter to Dual Ray on the top side and a granddaughter to He's a Pepto-Bismol on the bottom side. Need I say any more? I mean, this is a cute little mare with a lot of talent. She was started as a cutter and then went on to being a sorter and a penner and worked the ranch. Super cowy, very smart, and wants to please. She spent the last 30 days with Reining Training Tune-Up. And with her talent, you could finish in what you want, then check out her purple breeding and raise some awesome babies, and that's the truth. Good with the farrier. She loads, doesn't crib, doesn't weave, sells 100%. Lot 42, Rockin' W. Barbie Girl. She was down in the cattle demonstration this morning also. You know, we watched her down at the cattle demonstration this morning, and when you looked at this mare on the cow, you said to yourself, boy, she's a lot of fun. Go have a lot of fun with her. I don't know if anybody's looking for a sorting horse either. I know we're in our area, the sortings are getting really big. And jackpots are paying quite a bit of money, and the guys that are doing it and girls are having a lot of fun. This mare would be perfect. And that's before you decide you want to breed her. She's got a pedigree, unreal. Thank you, sir. Lot number 42, Rockin' W. Barbie Girl. Appreciate it. Next up is lot number 43, BTS Flashy Investment. This horse is consigned by Benny Sargent. This is a 2016 Cremello mare, a QHA. She's a granddaughter of a 7S Flashy Zipper on the top and a great-granddaughter of the investor on the bottom. Here's a mare with the looks and the talent and the ability to be a great ranch horse or show horse. She's been worked on cattle and on trails. She has a great foundation and a talent to go in many directions. Of course, her bloodlines to go to the broodmare band, multiple world champions and producers in her pedigree, as I read. She's also eligible for the Kentucky Quarter Horse Association Breeders Incentive Fund, which is big, and she is guaranteed color producer. Lot 43, BTS Flashy Investment. She'd been turned out, Mr. Benny Sargent, a good friend of mine from Kentucky who's a consignor, he said she'd been turned out for about 8 months. They brought her back up about 30 days ago to get her ready to come here. You're looking at exactly what she is, good-minded, good mover. You could take her like the footnotes say, you go do the ranch stuff, go do some of the pleasure stuff, good all-around mare. He just mentioned that, I mentioned in the deal that she's eligible for the Kentucky Breeders Incentive Fund. This year it paid $68 a point. So you take, and the ranch classes down there I'm sure are pretty big, but you take her to those, whoops, you better get off. Good job. That's called side saddle. And gentle, yes, side saddle and gentle. That happens to all of us. You did a good job, honey. Anyways, like I said, them Kentucky Breeders Incentive Funds is $68 a point. And this filly, not only is she good-minded, she just proved that to you, but she also has got the movement and the rhythm and cadence to go on and do just about any event you want to. Excuse me, did Mr. Sargent tighten your girth? Good job, honey. That's lot 43, BTS Flashy Investment. Yeah, she needs a round of applause. That's a nice mare. We're going to go down to lot 46 called He's Itchy Boone. This is a 2000 Red Rhone gelding consigned by Jake Masters. He's a grandson of He's a Pep de Boozemel on the top, and a great-grandson of Highbrow Cat on the bottom, bred to death. He's been with them since he was a yearling. He's had many hours of riding in and out of the arena. He's been hauled around to the practice pen, roping the dummy and tracking calves. He trail rides real nice, alone or with a group. Been ridden on the rails, 2 trails with strollers, bikes, and hikers. He also started driving. He's been both in a stalled environment and turned out currently running with a mixture of geldings and mares and gets along with everyone. Here's a real nice 5-year-old gelding. His name's He's an Itchy Boone, lot 46. Now that lope looks like something you could ride all day. Just rock and roll. That's what we're talking about with the rhythm and cadence. It's got a lot of self-carriage, just goes around. Not hard for him to do that at all. And he's a 5-year-old. He's got a big future. I mean, you can take this horse and go do the ranch riding or the VRH classes. Just look at his eye and the way he carries himself. He just looks like he's a real gentle person in there. Got a start of a good turnaround both ways. But this horse has a really kind eye, though. I mean, he looks like he could just go do anything you want to do. Am I right, dear? That's what I thought. I believe I said this at the beginning, but he's been owned by the same family since he was a yearling. Had a great start, great job. Again, that's lot number 46. He's a Itchy Boone. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Did a good job. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to go to lot 47. OBR Cat Sweet Dorita. This is a 2020 Dun Gelding, consigned by Jennifer Asher. By Cat Sonalina Tari, goes back to Highbrow Cat, and out of HX Sweet Tea goes back to Old Watch Leo. Here's a beautiful Dun Gelding. He's 2-year-old with world champion pedigree. He's been well started the right way by Nebo Valley Farm here in Fredericksburg, Ohio. He's got a video up there. He had 45 days of training on the video and less than 25 rides. He's natural. The colt's ready to go in any direction. You can use him for the ranch, the cutting, the reining, all around, and trail riding. He'll excel in and out of the show pen. He has the brains to be great, and he's eligible to be registered in the IBHA and ABRA. Nice 2-year-old gelding here, and also he is eligible for the $10,000 incentive next year in the ranch riding fraternity here at the Congress. Lot 47, OBR Sweet Dorita. This is a 2-year-old. That's why I said he's eligible for the deal. Once again, these boys, I wish you guys would have been around when I had the 2-year-olds. I'd have sent them all to you. These boys do a great, great job. And this horse is stout. I mean, this horse is good-bodied, good form to function. You can be able to take this one home and, again, go about any route like they said in the notes. But, I mean, here's a ranch rider and BRH horse deluxe. Plus, I bet you take that saddle off, you got something to look at as far as the conformation goes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a really nice 2-year-old gelding. I mean, I talked about the form to function and the structure and everything else, but he's got a lot of talent and he's built real well. Got a good start of a turnaround. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking too. Mike just said this horse here is going to be a player in the fraternity next year. You know, you got to have that balance, and you got to have that rhythm and cadence. And you look at this horse, you got all of those things. Plus, you got a mind to go with it, and you got the foundation that these boys put on them at the ranch or the farm. Young man, great job. We thank you very, very much. Nice horse, nice job. That was hip number 47. Thank you very much. I just asked him if he'd take 1,500 right now. He said no. Okay, now we're going to go to lot number 50. I Got Skills. This is a 2020 buckskin mare, AQHA and ABRA registered, 14 hands. Once again, this mare is a great granddaughter of Bueno Chex Jr. and granddaughter of Fritz Command Chex. She's a well-built Dunskin filly. She's eligible for the 10,000 added 2023 Congress Ranch Futurity here at the Congress. She is started under saddle in August. She was very easy to start. She has smooth gaits and loads of eye. She's also registered American Buckskin, like I said, and National Foundation QH 90%. Has an NRHA competition license as well. She was tested at UC Davis, DNA and 6-paddle NN, and all the other test results are on file in the office. She is not going to ride this filly because she has not had much time on her, but you're looking at the body, you're looking at the form, the function. She can chase her out there again. You can watch the way she moves. This is a really good prospect, future prospect for whatever you want to do ranch-wise, versatility-wise, trail-wise. Thank you very much, dear. Lot 50, I Got Skills. Last and final lot number, this is final, right? Yeah, last and final lot number 51. This is Willow. He's consigned by Enos Kim. This is a 2013 buckskin mare, grade mare. Oh yeah, this is a supplement horse. There's sheets out there. Mike's going to bring them around if y'all want to look at them. And again, once again, this is a 2013 buckskin grade mare. She's about 15 hands. Very unique colored buckskin, grulla grade quarter horse mare. She is a trail rider's dream. She'll go anywhere with ease, up and down steep hills, over logs, through water. They took her over bridges. She's good on the road traffic. She's been on elk hunting trips out west and used for ranch work. Been rode in parades. She's also handy broke in the arena, would be suitable for the ranch classes. She sells sound with no vices. A nice 2013 buckskin mare. Her name's Willow. And you can tell she's kind of been around there and done that, especially if she went out in those elk hunts. I mean, that's pretty stressful. She's been there, been through all that. Real quiet, good-minded. Pretty cute, carrying herself around there. Quite a bit of self-carriage. You know, these are the kind that you can buy and take home, make any kind of project out of them you want to with a future, but she's seen the rough stuff. If she's been on the elk hunts and did the trail ride and everything else and been out on the road, it's a pretty nice mare right here. Once again, she's a grade mare. It's lot number 51. Her name's Willow, and you can see what she does and how she carries herself around. A few mistakes here and there, but you know what? They're ones that are fixable, and it sure isn't because her mind or anything. She just needs a little bit of help here and there. Sir, we thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you bringing her to us. Lot 51, Willow. Folks, that's it for today. We're going to start here tomorrow at 10 a.m. All right, 10 a.m. We appreciate you all coming today. Hope you have a good, safe night, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you.